In this video, you'll discover the benefits of B vitamins. Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Zarowski and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and join our notification community so I can help you excel your health and your life. In this video, we're talking about the benefits of B vitamins. You know, B vitamins play such a huge role in our overall health. They have a huge role physiologically, biochemically, in so many different aspects of our health and well-being. And so we want to make sure that when we look to B vitamins that we're getting sufficient amounts of them. And so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about all the different conditions that are highly related to B vitamins, and then we'll also talk about some of the major heavy hitters that you need to know about, and then how I go about bringing B vitamin levels up in the body. And so once again, when we look at these B vitamins, it really tears me apart to see how many people are turning to, very heavy treatments that have different side effects, when simply we can look at the root cause of the problem that they're facing, and it really comes back to B vitamins. So let's go ahead and uncover some of the major issues that come out of this and discuss those. First here is immune function. So when we look at B vitamins, there's studies that correlate a deficiency in B vitamins to having depressed immune function and immune activity and immune response. So basically, when we look at the immune system, we want it to function well. If we want to stay well and not get sick from the flu and viruses and all these different things out there, keep our immune system on alert. B vitamins are very helpful in that process. Next here is cardiovascular disease. Whether it's stroke, whether it's high blood pressure, whether it's cholesterol, B vitamins play a huge role in our overall cardiovascular health. And so cardiovascular conditions, cardiovascular disease is in many times related to B vitamins. Now, I'm not saying that B vitamins and any of these things I'm going to mention here are the sole cause, but what research has found is that a deficiency in B vitamins is often found when they have these problems. The next here is oxidative damage and oxidative stress that is causing damage to the DNA. So when we look at our DNA, our environment is very important. And if we want our DNA to express health and also express longevity and well-being, then we want to make sure that we reduce oxidative stress in the body, because oxidative stress causes oxidative damage on the DNA. And so we want to make sure that if we keep those B vitamins up in the body, keep those B vitamin levels up, then as a result, we're going to have a more healthy functioning DNA. Next is neurodegeneration, and I'm going to do cognitive function, talk about those both at the same time, because what studies found is that people who have Alzheimer's, people who have dementia, essentially they also, and many times, have B vitamin deficiencies. And when we look at neurodegeneration, I'm using that as like a blanket statement. However, there are many neurological conditions that actually come out of a deficiency in B vitamins. And so we have to take that into consideration. When we look at cognitive function, what it has found is that people who have a B vitamin deficiency, their mental stamina seems to be a little bit more sluggish. They're just not as sharp. And so anyway, if we want to really stay sharp and keep our brain active, we want to make sure that we're getting sufficient amount of B vitamins. Next here is chronic fatigue. So if you're someone who has a lot of muscle weakness, muscle fatigue, or maybe you just can't find yourself to get out of bed in the morning, people who have big crashes throughout the day, a B vitamin deficiency can play a role in that. Also, rheumatoid arthritis. I've seen firsthand what happens when you start taking someone who has rheumatoid arthritis and they start supplementing with vitamin B, because it really helps a lot. And these same people who have rheumatoid arthritis, is oftentimes sad because they're getting every treatment thrown at them except looking at do they have an inflammatory problem that needs to be worked on, oxidative stress, deficiencies, and healthy diet, and so on and so forth. And so when we look at rheumatoid arthritis, once again, studies correlate that to have a deficiency in B vitamins as well. Next is carpal tunnel. This one was a little bit unexpected, but carpal tunnel is associated with a decrease in B vitamins. When we look at pregnancy, what was found is that women who are pregnant, essentially what happens is throughout their pregnancy, as the pregnancy progresses, what happens is their B vitamins actually become more and more low in their body. So they start to develop a deficiency. And so anyway, making sure that when you're pregnant, you're getting sufficient amounts of B vitamins is always very powerful, because there's a lot of different congenital health issues that can come associated with B vitamins. And so we want to make sure to avoid those different congenital anomalies, that we go and make sure we have proper amounts of B vitamins in the body. Now, the last one here is stress and anxiety. And this one, again, is one of those issues that tears me apart. There's so many people who are experiencing just, chronic stress on a daily basis. And instead of going to their doctor and finding, some simple solutions, more natural solutions that are really looking for the root cause of some of these problems, they typically find themselves on all these different prescriptions that are leading to all types of different side effects. And so anyway, recently just had a experience with a patient where, they're like, I can't go on these different prescriptions because they're going to take away my job if I do that. And so as a result, we started using some different natural methods. What's your diet look like? What about B-stress vitamins? You're stressed out of your mind. What about B-stress vitamins? And so anyway, it helped him significantly to go and reduce his stress by going in and taking a B-stress complex. So once again, it's very important to make sure that we have sufficient amount of B vitamins in the body. Now, when we look at B vitamins, we look at these issues, a lot of the issues in the research is citing these specific B vitamins, B1, B2, 6, 9, 12. These are like the major heavy hitters that are associated with a lot of these problems. And it's not all of them together, and it's not just one single B vitamin single-handedly. It's maybe it's like a B1 and a B6 and a B2 and a B12. And so basically when I work with people and we use supplementation, there's two ways we do it. For one, what we use is a B-stress complex that has these, heavy hitters in it, okay? But then we also, for people who have more B deficiency problems, we use something called B16. Now, this B16 actually has all 16 B vitamins. Now, there is more than 16 B vitamins. However, it has 16 B vitamins in it. So like if you get like the B-stress complex that we use, it's going to have, these heavy hitters in it. But if you're someone who needs that extra support, then the B16 is great. And I have reason to believe too that when we look at the B16 is powerful simply because when we have all these different B vitamins, they support each other. They have like a synergistic effect in raising each other up, raising the level of B vitamins in the body. So for the average person, the B vitamin stress complex that has these ones right here in it are really great. But then for the people who need that extra support, the B16 that has 16 different versions of B vitamins is really, really powerful. And I'll put a link to those in the description below. But what you need to know is that B vitamins are very, very important to the body. They play an enormous role in your overall health, and they're very important. So give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel here, and then check out my other videos as to how you can improve your health. I'll see you in the next video.